There's a sword there. Good times. Alright, so there's blood down there. I need to come back later, because I don't have everything I need yet. I have the string, I have a piece of orb. All I really need is the piece of orb, but to get a gripper I'll need other things as well, so let's move ahead and come back when we found more things. Awesome. Right, next part. And you have to do this, like you have to go through every single...
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
We're dealing with monsters. Really? Monsters? And he said, you're a man, how can you partake in this? Interesting, right? Interesting. Daniel is a man, that's correct. Alright, let's see where this goes. Oh, the cradle.
No, please! I'll do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
Alright. Now, is there a poster we can look at? The other room had a poster. The other room had a poster. There's a thing there. There's no picture for this one. We can touch it though. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. That's terrible. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Huh. The arsonist was different, they could make him forget again. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. So this guy didn't have to die. They could just keep taking blood from him without killing him. And it was awesome, apparently. So we're a bit too dark here, we're going crazy a little bit. Oh wait, what's that? Ah, orb fragment. See, that is not interesting. Like, they're just hiding the orb fragments. I'm pretty sure the first time I played through this game, I couldn't find all the fragments, so I just kept walking back and forth between the rooms trying to find the fragments. You were playing hide and seek. Hide and seek is not actually... Look, hide and seek, when you're playing with real people, it's fun. Not because the game itself is fun. It's the interaction between you and the other person that's fun. Hide and seek with inanimate objects, with no clues, is not fun. A treasure hunt? Or a scavenger hunt? Don't scavenger hunts usually have clues? They do, right? I mean, it's like, here, the scavenger hunt, you're meant to find a key. And then you just, you know, you have a whole building to find this random thing. I'm pretty sure scavenger hunts are meant to have clues. If there's no clues, there's not much of a game. Anyway, we're here, we're doing it. Interesting Gothic arches. There's no specific architectural style here, like it's just kind of building elements put together. By no specific style, I mean there's no, you know, historical equivalent for style. Like, it's not Gothic, it's not classical, it's not Renaissance is not Baroque, or things like that, you know? Let's see what's going on here. Someone is being hanged. There's a weight on the foot. That's a woman being hanged, I believe. So, or is the sound a clue? Is that supposed to indicate that there's a orb fragment? Alright, so we picked up all 3 fragments, and I think we're done here. Let's see, can I click on that? I can raise and lower this, right? Okay, that's terrible. Wait, the chair tipped over. The thing raised on the chair tipped over, but no one's here. Ugh. So I lost some sanity there just because I was playing around with this. Can touch that. Ah, there we go. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. Sat on her knees and she felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. So her hands are behind her back, and then she's lifted by her hands until the shoulders gave way and cracked loudly. So I guess they pulled the arms out of the sockets. Like, where did these guys come up with these things? Is this the Spanish Inquisition? This is what they do? Like describing these tortures? I don't know. Anyway, we found the orb fragments that we need to find from here. Let's go back out. So there's no enemies here, but there's like terrible things being described. Is that sufficient to be scary? Is that sufficient to be horrifying? I don't know. I mean, there's this stuff like, oh no, bad things are happening. Not really. Like you're losing sanity and going crazy and all that. I mean, basically there was a step was just a hide and seek with 3 orb fragments. That's basically the whole area of that part of the game. It's interesting. I mean, the storytelling is interesting. But it wasn't exactly...
Ah, you get it. You seem to have found all the orb pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Yeah, so he gives you a clue. Like, how would he know that the orb fragments will... How does he know that?
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
He's been tied here for centuries. How does he know which fragments are where? But anyway, like he's what the game is using to tell you what you're meant to do next. Yeah, so that was basically hide and seek and not very interesting, was it? Let's just check what's here. Do we have a light? Let's turn on the light. Let's see, health potions. Nothing on the shelves there. Oh look, there's a tinderbox there. Throw that away. Nope. Tinderbox. And nope. And another cylinder. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sat quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while someone would notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I have seen them take their father's places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Wow. So the people know that he hasn't died. Agrippa channels Wire. Wire taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. Okay, so Alexander tells Wire why he's doing this, but he tells him how an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. A lack of compassion? You have a dead guy tied on chains and you're torturing people, and you want to tell Wire that he lacks compassion? Wire claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first, so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is the most hopeless feeling, and I must retain it. Retain it. I should prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from my agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session, so we need the blood. Temper, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters look wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling K-A-E-R-N-K. Whatever. I will have to address Wire with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. So the things in the things in the water is not from this world, obviously. And apparently Wire gave him one of them. So I need the blood, I need the mushroom, I need a secretion from one of those creatures. How can I get the blood? Okay, before we go forward, let's go back, because I can get two of those things. And wait a minute, how do I get the... How do I extract the mushroom things? Not from here. Wait, what are these things? Hieroglyphs? They don't look Egyptian. They could be from somewhere from Mesopotamia, maybe? I don't know where those tablets are from. Or maybe they just made up and don't actually come from anywhere.
Was there something else?
No?
Incredible. You found Vire's recipe.
Agrippa the dying man wants a specific tonic made to save him. One note speaks of a mixture made with these three ingredients. An orb is needed to enter the inner sanctum. Its shattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. Alright. So there's that. I remember this took me a while to figure out. Get the secretions from the creature. Anyway, that's how you do it. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Huh? don't know why that music plays as though something scary is happening. But delicious. And now we have